Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Reject 77 with 658 rating versus Crash King with 636 rating. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. So we're going to see Crash King win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they decide they're going to go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hand is Ash Blossom, Kuraz, Nerval, Order, and Called By. So sucks seeing like Order going second, but at least has like a one hand trap going second. Then they have Meltdown, Alistair, Cosmic, Ecclesia, and Nib. So this hand's good, seeing both of the pieces of the puzzle. Then gonna start off with Meltdown, go search Alistair. Then summon Alistair effect, chain Ash Blossom, go for the Moon Maiden, and then Ecclesia effect, that's gonna bring itself out. And then use that effect. That's going to go searching for the Knight. And then set Cosmic Pass. Draw Ash Blossom. And then Kuraz effect. That's going to get rid of Nerval, bring itself out. And then Nerval. That's going to go search for that. And then normal summon. Battle phase Kuraz. Beat over the Moon Maiden. And then Fractal, beat over Ecclesia. Main phase 2, you're going to use Fractal effect, send itself off field to dump Kit. And then Kit effect, that's going to go send the spell. And then Kuraz effect, banish 3, bring out the Samorg, set Order, pass. And then end phase, Samorg effect. Gonna, in main phase, use Knight. I think that's something that you should definitely clarify. Be like, hey, in main phase, I'm going to use Knight. But bring out the Wind, and then Cosmic's going to hit the Order, pass play, draw Nadir Servant. Gonna think there. Going to not summon that Alistair. Activate Nadir Servant, chain Ash Blossom to negate that, and then Knight, attack over Kuraz, effect the Gangsum attack. Beat over. And then main phase 2, summon Alistair, use the effect, go search for invocation. And then pass play. Samorg. That's gonna bring out the Cobalt, Sparrow, and then effect to go search Nerval. And then draw Foolish Burial for turn. I'm just curious, how do you people feel about this deck? Like, this whole deck just in general. Because it was a deck that was doing absolutely nothing. Came out of nowhere. MBT really made this deck just pop and made a whole bunch of people test it. And now it feels like it's kind of back where it started. You know, there's not really a lot of people playing it. If there's a lot of people playing it, they're just not having, like, good results. Because I haven't been seeing good results with the deck. I don't know, it's an interesting deck. Definitely an interesting deck. Foolish, send Kit, and then Kit effect, send Nerval, Nerval effect to go search. And then normal summon Fractal effect, that's going to banish 2. And then bring out the Ancient Warriors, aka Seal. And then use the effect, bounce Knight. And then switch to attack. Ancient Warriors attack over Alistair. This card also gains the 500 from its effect. And then Wind Statue attack. Fractal attack. This definitely is a game. Yeah, I'm going to leave him at 700. Main phase 2, set Called By. End phase, Samorg effect. Bring out the Apex Avion. Pass play, draw invocation. Going to start off by using invocation. It's going to banish a Wind and Alistair, and then bring out the Invoked. This card's cool. And then effect on summon to set. The reason why they used the effect on summon was to help abuse like the Meltdown effect. A lot of people forget about this, honestly, and they'll try like responding. And then invocation graveyard effect, grab Alistair. And then normal summon Alistair, effect, chain Called By. That's going to hit Alistair out of the graveyard. and then Raijin attack the statue, and then Ancient Warriors effect the bounce, Nerval effect search Kuraz, then Alistair try to crash, gonna use the spell to keep that alive, and then that's game. So now moving on to game 2, we're gonna see Invoked Dogmatika wanting to go first. Opening hand is Droll, Talons, Kit, Sparrow, and then War. So one hand trap going second. It's a pretty good one. Then they have Judgment out of your Servant, Ecclesia, Meltdown out of your Servant. Gonna start off with Meltdown. That's gonna go search Alistair. And then drop Droll and Lockbird. Insane. Like, as you can see here, 80% of the hand is being hit by Droll there. Set Alistair, set Judgment, pass, draw Kuraz. Then special summon out War, effect, bring out Sparrow, and then Sparrow, go search Nerval. Overlay, and then use that effect, so that's going to go search out Swallow. And then Swallow effect, bring itself out, bring out Nerval. And then Link off for a Harpy. And then Nerval effect, it's going to go banish a few from grave. And then bring out the Silver. And then link off those for the Omen. And then gonna Judgment the summon of the Omen. So you're gonna get the effect, search of Nerval. And then normal summon out Kit. Effect, that's gonna banish. And then bring out the Doom Eagle. This card is cool. I love this card. Like, let me just read this effect. Says, gains 2,400 attack while your opponent has no monsters in their graveyard. Almost never comes up, but is coming up here. Then it says, quick effect, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. That's insane. Like, that's just such a solid effect. Like, to be able to shuffle back, I like it. And then go for Appaloosa. You're going to get Kit effect to go dump the spell. And then Kuraz. Send, bring itself out. I think like one of the problems that this deck has is that like everyone's already side decking Lancia. Like last format it was for Virtual World. This format, you know, Lancia can be good against multiple things, especially Dino. And then this deck just kind of gets like overlapped with that Lancia that's already in the side deck, which can definitely make it rough. It's like another reason why this deck just isn't super great. Kuraz banished to bring out the Ancient Warriors, and battle phase Harpy attack Alistair, and then they admit defeat. Oh, I thought it was about to be a rematch. I really thought it was. I was gonna say I was not prepared for a rematch. Every time it happens, it's just like, all right, we're full committed. You know, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, they did a rematch, but we're not gonna show that off. Can't be that guy. But looking at the log, we see that the match was only 20 minutes long. Fairly quick, for sure. I mean, 20 minutes is really quick. But it's cool to show off this deck. When I say this deck, I mean Droll and Lockbird. But for real, though, like, this deck is cool to see. I definitely don't think it's, like, the best deck or even close to it. But I like seeing the deck. And, like, it's cool, like, abilities, like Search DD Crow. Protect the statue, how it can bring out the statue, has a seal, and obviously like seal plus statue is just like an FTK versus most people. But that was a good match, even though like we didn't really see them do too much that match. For sure can happen. Droll is an insane hand trap versus this deck, like absolutely insane. Like, all of their, like, starter cards. Well, I guess Alistair doesn't really, like, lose out the Droll. But if you Droll after the Alistair, then they can't, like, use the Dogmatika. I think Droll's obviously very strong versus that deck. The deck plays, like, I don't know exactly, like, what the ratios are in this list. But I'm going to guess it's, like, 15-ish search cards. And with that being said, I'm going to guess how long the video is. Definitely a rather short one. Let's go with 12 minutes and 52 seconds. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.